I am really scared for my appointments tomorrow. I'm scared that like my brain is lying to me about all of this stuff, and the neuropsychiatrist is the person I'm seeing tomorrow for a 3 hour test. She's testing me for 3 hours, and then we stop, and then we go to the pelvic person. The pelvic person tells me if I can walk, and I'm so excited to be in a position now where I'm like I could be out of my friend here. One doctor told me that your pelvis can re-break on impact of walking because you've been leg resting for so long. That's scary. The brain thing is also scary because I'm like, can a stranger see inside my head and see everything that's going on that I can't yet comprehend? I know I've lost all this memory, but there's just some weird section of my head where there are loads of things like spiraling around that I'm trying to sort that I just can't. And yeah, I'm really scared. Like, she may ask me questions that I can't answer. It's terrifying. I'm finding it really terrifying. I think the other thing that I'm really worried about for tomorrow is the pelvis stuff. Obviously, we've kind of been working towards this for a while now. You know, like working towards walking for however many weeks at this point. Like, I've been in my wheelchair for a while, but it doesn't change the fact that it's scary. And there is obviously an option of surgery.
Because then it can cause hip problems and other stuff much longer down the line. Not now, but what you want to do is not set you up for problems later down the line, and that's why they're very particular with pelvises as well. So it's good they're following you up. It's the right practice, but if there's any indication that it's not healed or healing in the right way, like if they're like, oh, that's not quite healing how we want it, that's when they will then operate.
And the second type of surgery you said was metal work on the outside. How does that work?
They sometimes put, I suspect, I'm trying to think how many weeks you are, I suspect they more do internal fixation, just put metal work on the inside. But what they sometimes do is they just sort of realign the bone, and then on they put, it's called an external fixator, but don't Google it because you'll get awful ones. You get this tiny little bit of this metal work. You get these two little pins that come out, they're attached to a bit of metal work on the outside, and they just hold your pelvis, and you can walk on it. You can walk around and stuff. But thinking of your age, they'll probably internally fixate, is what I reckon.
Right, okay. And that's like the...
I think we're still optimistic that you won't need surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just make sure that they know about your pain and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, okay.
Just reiterate that, because that should be one of their factors that they take into account as well as the x-rays. So,
Okay.
Look at that.
So it's the day that we're gonna go do all the tests. Got a 3 hour test this morning. It's quite early this morning. Didn't sleep very well. I'm pretty nervous about the whole thing, and it's raining. So we're looking forward to it. Should be interesting. That was the longest appointment in Harley Street ever. That woman tested me for 2.5 hours on my brain. I don't even really know what the result of all of that was, but I'm exhausted, and we still have like 2 other appointments today.
So is that what they're doing
What?
now? How long do they have to wait?
Don't know. There's been a technical glitch.
So after all that, we're getting the clavicle. We're having a look at the plate Jeffrey and my hip at the same time.
We are now waiting in A&E. I'll let you know how long we'll be waiting here to get the x-ray and of the pelvis and the collarbone done. Safe to say I'm tired, very tired compared to this morning. The testing and now more x-rays and waiting and stuff like that.
There he is with Haribo. Sweetie.
So it was a super long day, and it was really tough, I think. I went there with a goal. The goal was I would be getting out of my wheelchair. That goal is 6 weeks away. I won't be on my feet for 6 weeks now. And I just sort of broke down and cried because there comes a point where you have to hit like the reset button and be like, okay, enough of Candyland. This is my life for right now. And I think no matter how much you want it and how much you want to be who you were, or whoever that was, because I don't even remember, it's just not happening. He was like, the fractures, you know, he was happy that the fractures seemed to be healing, but they're healing slowly. And I think I've been in this whole sort of speed process since I got hit, that like I will just bounce back tomorrow and be walking and do this and do that. And he was like, he just kind of brought me back to reality. He was like, you were hit by a van. No one is so superhuman that after, 7 weeks they'll be walking. It's just not possible. It's not a thing. It was super interesting to look inside my body. So it's not just my hips now and my pelvis. It's my right fibula, which is, I don't know what that means either. That needs attention. All the nerve damage is kind of wrecked. There's no, but since losing feeling in my leg, I've been like, okay, I don't need the feeling back. And everyone else has been like, no, you do have actually a fracture in your knee. That fracture's hit the nerve between the knee and the foot. Then you've got a foot drop, which is when your foot can't actually, it doesn't have the muscles that normal foot do to sit like this. So it sits like this. And he was like, that'll come back maybe if we see a nerve team. So what we got from the appointments was, I won't be standing for 6 weeks. So I was basically being super naive before. And nerve damage, and the nerve damage to the knee. So basically I have a lot to work on. The knee damage x-ray is also just quite interesting because no one tapped up on that until I had the MRI, and now I've had the MRI. It's obvious and apparent that there's a lot of damage there that needs to be figured out, so that's another thing to get going. One amazing thing from looking at all those x-rays though was that we saw Jeffrey. So I don't know how many people know that I call this guy Jeffrey, the sexy beast that he is. I've been saying for ages to my mum, oh my god, this lump is it's real, it's not swelling from the surgery, and she was like, no, it's okay. So he then showed us the x-rays. The x-rays quite clearly show that Jeffrey is beneath the skin. He is so close to beneath the skin, he could, he looks like he could burst up at any point. I know it's disgusting, but it's true. But he is held in with 4 screws, 8 pins, metal plating. It's a foreign body, it's gonna hurt. So, and it's not attractive, not that I care that much about, I don't care at all actually about that, but it's true, it's gross to look at, it's not fun. I'm really happy to say that I'm out of my sling. I don't know if anyone noticed that. So long sling. It's been emotional. Quite an attachment I've grown to that thing. I can't weight bear at all still here. I can't really do anything with it. I found out today I could kind of hold a knife, which is helpful to eat. So I'm going to try and work on that. But no weight bearing, but it is free. There's freedom there to kind of grow, I guess.